Hello and welcome to Teal House Farm. It is the very end of the day. It's been a very long day and a hot day. And I'm gonna just wrap up real quick actually by prepping some breakfast for tomorrow. And I thought I'd show you all this really easy egg casserole recipe. It's kind of an all-in-one breakfast because it's got some veg, it's got meat, obviously lots of protein. And it's super easy because you can prep it the night before and just bake it in the morning. You could even bake it tonight. And if you have a microwave, warm it up in the morning. We don't have a microwave, so we'll just cook it all in the morning. It also works in the crock pot, but in order to do it in the crock pot, it only needs like 4 hours, so you'd have to get up at like 2 in the morning to start it, which nobody's doing that. So I'm going to show you real quick what you need, how to put it together, and then we are going to get these kids to bed and relax and enjoy hopefully a quiet evening around here. Here's what you need for the base of the recipe, and then I'll show you kind of things that you could add in. You could really choose whatever you want. I've made this so many ways. I'm going to make a recipe that's enough to make 2 9x13 pans. I'm going to cook one for tomorrow, and then one I'm actually going to freeze since the new baby is coming soon. This is a great thing to bake all the way and then freeze and then just warm it up when you need it once the baby's here and things get really crazy. We're going to need a full dozen of eggs. That's something we always have a lot of. You're going to need 4 slices of bread. I usually use day-old bread since we make a lot of bread in the bread maker but don't quite finish the whole loaf, but I don't have any today, so we're just going to use regular white sliced bread. You need some salt and pepper, cheese, and milk. I have made this recipe dairy and gluten-free before and it came out great, and so if you want to do that you would leave the cheese out, and instead of regular milk you could substitute a milk substitute of your choice. I used unsweetened almond milk and it worked great. It was delicious. Didn't really even miss the cheese, maybe just a little bit. So if you need that is an option for your family. Just follow this recipe, but when we get to the milk, use whatever milk substitute you prefer, and just skip putting the cheese in there. And then for your add-ins, I have made this so many ways. I've even eaten it just with this base recipe, with no add-ins. It's still really good. Today, I'll show you what we're gonna do today. So today, we used some sausage for dinner, and so this is what's left over of the big roll of sausage I browned that I didn't eat for dinner, so we're going to add that in. We are going to dice up some tomatoes and some spinach. And then I always keep frozen onion tops from our garden in the freezer just all year round. I save all of them, and they are a delicious addition to anything that you want a slight onion flavor, so we're going to add a handful of those as well. And the last thing is I usually add a little bit of ground mustard for flavor, but you do not need to add this if you don't have any. Just think it gives it a little bit more punch. All right, let's put this all together. refrigerate. Again, you could cook it right now if you wanted to, but we're gonna wait for the morning. And I'm just gonna cook them all at one time because that's easier. I believe for best quality, you do need to cook them before freezing the ones we're going to freeze. If you freeze the raw egg, you can freeze raw egg just fine. That's not an issue. We do that anyway just to save eggs from the chickens. But the consistency of the egg casserole is better if you cook it first before freezing. So that's what we'll do. So we will see you bright and early tomorrow. It is 6 a.m.
Hi, Mama.
Everybody has decided it's time to be awake.
Hi, Daddy.
So I think we're gonna go finish the breakfast.
Yeah.
Okay, it's pretty easy. Just 350 for 20 to 30 minutes. Stick a fork in it when we think it's done, just to make sure it's done, and then we can eat it. And I'm sorry about the sun, and I'm also sorry that I had to switch to my phone to record because my camera is dead. So
I'm choosing my favorite color. It's orange. Sounds cute, Mama.
yeah.
Mommy, what are we gonna do? We're gonna drink orange juice. Yes. And Daddy, I told Daddy, Mommy, I found rainbow there because I can find lid for this body.
All right, they're all done. We're gonna serve up that one and freeze those two.
Mommy,